Hey, what's up guys? It's Fantastic Films here today, and we are about to go Blu-ray hunting. I'm really excited. I'm at my lake house, or my grandparents' lake house right now, and they've got a Dollar General with Blu-rays for like $5 each, so really excited. We were already driving, but there was a dragonfly on the windshield, and looks like he got rid of it. But yeah, really excited to go check out these Blu-rays, so let's see what we find at Dollar General. Alright guys, I just arrived at Rite Aid. Let's go see what they got. Alright, so looking at what they got Calling Skull Island, but the prices here are outrageous. But you can find some good, pretty good movies for cheap. They got the Jurassic World Blu-ray DVD tin case, which is cool. And they got these things, which look interesting. But last time I was here, I got one and it actually only came with one disc, and it was a double feature pack, so a little hesitant towards buying stuff here, but you never know what you might find. Like, you can buy Spider-Man 3. Sorry, that guy was like looking at me. Yeah, looking through here, they got Tomorrowland, some pretty basic titles. You got the Born Supremacy here. The Sixth Day, I've always been kind of curious about that one. Got some pretty basic movies here. Spy Game, American Pie, looks like. Not sure, I'm really thinking about getting this, but let me know what you think, if I should get this in the future or not. So now let's go check out Dollar General. Alright, we didn't find anything in Rite Aid, let's check out Dollar General. Alright, so we are in Dollar General, and here is their section. It looks like it's mostly DVD, but let's move on to the Blu-ray section, because that's what we're really here. Alright, so looking through here, I got some pretty basic titles. We got Blade, Under Siege, some really classic movies here. Taken Two. Let's not talk about that. What is? Oh, nice. I'll check it out. Yeah, oh, The Matrix. I'd definitely buy that if I didn't already have it. We got, this looks pretty cool in the moments.
Oh, it's right there. I just passed it.
Parental Guidance. This is a pretty funny movie. I remember seeing this a while ago, and it's pretty good. Rising Sun. It's not bad. So before I start showing you what I got, this is actually just a quick little info thing. The footage you just saw is actually from about 2 weeks ago. I didn't get anything at the stores when I went. It was a really crappy day for Blu-ray hunting, but I did want to make this a Blu-ray hunting video and also kind of a Blu-ray pickups video. So these technically are my pickups, so I'll be reviewing these. But I hope you enjoyed the footage, and if you guys have any Dollar Generals near you, they usually have really good stuff, not the crap you saw there. So definitely check that out. So anyway, without any further ado, let's get right into these Blu-rays. So starting off, these technically aren't my pickups, they're actually gifts. I got these from an awesome viewer named Alex. Alex, thank you so much for these pickups. I'm really excited. I love both these movies. I just recently watched Blade Runner since you sent it to me, and it's probably in my top 10 movies of all time for sure. It's such an interesting movie. It's really weird and bizarre, but I just loved it. Everything about it is just great. Classic Ridley Scott, so glad I saw it. And then of course Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a classic, which I love. A great coming of age film, and great performances in both these movies, great direction in both these movies, and honestly my collection wouldn't be a real Blu-ray collection if I didn't have these. So thank you very much, Alex. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And moving on, we have an extremely underrated Ridley Scott movie, which is kind of funny because it's the second Ridley Scott movie I picked up. We have Matchstick Men, starring Nicolas Cage and Sam Rockwell, and these two, probably mostly Nicolas Cage though, gives one of the best performances I've ever seen from him. This guy is great. I mean, I've always been a Nicolas Cage fan, but he's never really shined the way he does here, and this movie might just have my favorite Nicolas Cage freak-out moment of all time. It's this really cool scene, really funny, in this drugstore, and he's out of his pills and he needs a refill. So if you haven't seen it, definitely check this movie out, and if you have seen it, then you can share my laughter. And moving on to the back, this is a really nice back. You have your special features and I don't know why, but I just really like the white theme they went with. They did it on the front and then the back. It looks great. And just a quick little summary about the movie. This is a very dark comedy about a man with extreme OCD, and he has to repeat things a couple times before he does it. And I don't know, you'll see, but it's really just a great film. But it is a dark comedy, like I said, and kind of pokes fun at him at times because of his extreme OCD. So I don't think this is really common, but if you know someone with OCD as extreme as this guy, and you might find it offensive, because there's a couple parts where they just really, he's the brunt of the joke of the movie, basically. But definitely a great film to check out, dark comedy and sort of a drama. So an unexpected twist at the end too. It's not just your average comedy. It's really got a deep ending, which I didn't get the first time I saw it. I had to watch it twice. So definitely check this out. And when you open it up, you have Matchstick Men on just a black disc, and normally I don't like it when discs don't have disc art, and I guess I do wish this one did, but I'm glad they went with the black background, kind of like they did with Sully on the disc there, and not that just it wasn't like a gray background, and I guess it looks kind of cool because the black contrasts with the white on the front, so it makes it interesting. Up next, we have a two-movie collection double feature of Wyatt Earp and the Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. Now, real quick, my thoughts on these. I haven't seen Wyatt Earp, and I want to, but I've heard it's a little bit overlonged. I think it's like 3 hours or something like that, and a lot of people say it overstays its welcome by close to 40 minutes, actually, which is kind of sad. But I did see The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, and if you saw my short film I did called Emptiness, definitely check that out. The soundtrack I used is actually from this. It's the third track called Song for Jesse by Nick Cave and Warren Ellis, and it's from this movie. And guys, this is one of my favorite modern westerns so far that I've seen. My favorite, of course, being 310 to Yuma, but this is definitely very good. It's not your classic western where it's like, shoot 'em up and sheriff saves the town. It's not that kind of thing at all. It's much more of a drama. And Brad Pitt is great, and Casey Affleck really steals the show. And this is probably my favorite performance I've seen from him so far. And great, great cinematography by Roger Deakins. He did True Grit, which is probably one of my favorite modern westerns, and he also did Skyfall and The Shawshank Redemption. So this guy knows how to do what he does, and he does it very well in this movie. Definitely check this out if you haven't seen it. And when you flip it to the back, you have your special features, which is close to none for both movies, and your cast information and your ratings. And when you open up the inside, you have the discs, and they both have disc art, which is great. Great, great, great. So I'm really happy they went the extra step there. And my last pickup that I got was Django Unchained. Now, I haven't seen any Quentin Tarantino movies. I've been really eager to, and I definitely have heard that this is one of his best films. Django Unchained is definitely on my list of the movies to watch really, really soon. I really want to watch this. I'm so excited. And Jamie Foxx, Christoph Waltz, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Samuel L. Jackson, Kerry Washington. Guys, I can't wait to watch this. And this, by the way, this didn't come with the black Blu-ray case. I had to switch it out because I thought it would look cooler with the black, and I think it does. So if you have a black case, switch it out with this. I had a red case that I thought about switching it out with, but the red didn't quite match, and it looked a little bit overdone. So definitely, this is just a really cool movie that I can't wait to watch. And when you flip it to the back, the special features, I have watched all of them. They're great. And the Quentin Tarantino Blu-ray collection, they have an ad for it, and it looks really cool. And I'm thinking about getting it. But I love the back of this. It's really simple, and I love how you have the kind of red, like blood, kind of coming up from the bottom. And I know Tarantino's films tend to be kind of ridiculous, but that's his thing. Like the violence is extreme and there's lots of blood, but it's in an art form. It's not so much like, hey, I've got lots of blood, like me because my movie isn't that good. It kind of sucks, but I have blood, so it makes it cool, right? No. Tarantino has a certain style to him. It's just his trademark. But I mean, I guess I can't really talk, but from what I've understood, his excessive blood is accepted with him because he makes quality movies. So there you go. Now moving on to the inside real quick. I had to hold the disc because it kept swinging back and forth. but this is where I really appreciate the black case. It has a great contrast with the disc, and the disc art is just fantastic in this, so definitely really cool. And if you're thinking about using that code, sorry, I already took it. I can't wait to watch this, and I have a feeling that I'll be rewatching this many times. And when you flip it to the other side, you have your DVD and then a bonus Blu-ray disc, which is really cool. So definitely excited to check these out. And let me know in the comment section below if this lives up to all the hype that it has around it for the last few years. And that is it, guys, for my Blu-ray collection update so far, my Blu-ray pickups, or my Blu-ray trip, whatever you want to call it. And real quick, this has been uploaded on 9/11, or at least made. I don't know if it'll be uploaded by tonight. Hopefully it will. But if it runs in tomorrow, I just want to say a quick word about what happened on 9/11. And it's truly just heartbreaking and tragic. Even here we are 16 years later, and this really affected us. So to all the people, if I have any viewers out there who lost someone or knew someone who was involved with 9/11 and that died, I just send my sincerest condolences to you all at this time. Now, on a more happy note, if you liked this video, leave a like. If you had any comments, questions, concerns, advice, just leave it in the comments section down below. And make sure you subscribe. That way I can see you guys soon. Peace.